Hello everyone, here's a quick update for the Barry lathe electronic lead screw. So I've actually got it working now and I've managed to cut the thread. So what I have here is an M16 by 1.5 thread on this side and M16 by 1 thread on this side of the rod. So I've got an encoder mounted on the shaft here. So this is a 100 pulse per revolution. Using quadrature it gives you effectively 400 pulses per revolution, so it gives you more than one pulse per degree of rotation of spindle. So I'm essentially limited by just using, or by the backlash. So as you can see, it does work fine. And it stays in time when reversing the lathe, going forward and backward. I generally cut gears in the lowest speed back gear, well not cut gears, cut threads, but it's working fine. I still need to make a control panel. I've got a couple of knobs and a potentiometer, or a switching position potentiometer, so that will allow for repeatable positioning. I could possibly do a screen, but I want to have a more durable setup. So I can disengage the lead screw just by pushing down here. I can re-engage by pushing back up on the tumblers. So here's an example with just using a power feed. So here's an example of the half nuts engaged. We reverse the lathe. So one issue I have is if I clamp the half nut too tight, it stalls the stepper and then that cuts out. So I'm going to have to adjust the half nut mechanism, and also if I don't clamp it hard enough it comes loose sometimes, so it's just going to take a bit of adjustment. Because the stepper that I'm using is a servo stepper, so it has feedback control, and as soon as the controller detects that it's missed a step or beyond the threshold, it will cut all power to it. And with regards to power feeding with high RPMs, we're doing that with the encoder disconnected or disengaged from the spindle, and we'll just be running blind control using preset settings. That basically will reduce any issues with the encoder going too fast for the Arduino to keep up. So this gear set in here is what's responsible for the horrible noises when I'm running in back gear. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's loud, depending on where they engage. So I'm going to have to look into that one day. And I'm also looking into making this cover fit with the encoder, so I might have to make a hole in it. I'll see how it works, but it seems to be actually really quite hard to cut. So thank you for watching. I'll keep you updated as the project comes along.